Let's see if we can get this all set up here. Do a little hands-free action. See if that works. Might work. Get comfy and just be able to kick back and talk with everybody today. I feel like I'm forgetting something though. Oh well. Who's first in here? RC Reality's the first in here. What's up, brother? Who else? Miles, what's up, man? RC Voodoo, what's going on, guys? I know I'm all, my arms crossed like I'm mad. Who's in here? How you guys all doing? Let me get my hair out of my dang face. Can't even see nothing. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, SD Crawler? Rollins, what's going on, man? How are you guys? It's funny how it's like crickets, and then all of a sudden, boom! Like, no, they just start flying on there. It's crazy. What? Who's that? Robert, what's up, man? South Florida in the building. What's going on, Matt? So yeah, I'm sitting a ways away, so the text is kind of small. Who else is coming in here? Terry Quest from South Korea. What's going on? We got South Korea in the house. That's awesome. Jeremy, what's going on, brother? New Mexico's in the building. What's going on, man? Bonjour. What's that? Jose Fernandez. Hey. Montana's in the house. Wow, we got people all over the place, man. Montana crawlers. Spain is in the house. This is going a little faster. The team, Latvia. Where is that? Is that like I don't want to make a guess because I'll be wrong. What's going on, Matthew? Matthew Mullins, what's up? Josh, what's up, man? How you doing? Stoked, man. You guys are awesome. That always makes my day when I see people from all over the place. All right, man, I figured we'd do a Hangout. It's Friday. I'm trying to get back into doing the Friday live stream Hangouts and just kicking it with you guys. And I don't really have anything planned, I'm not going to lie. I've got a couple of updates we can talk about, too. But I really just want to come in here and hang out with you guys. I guess we got a few things we could talk about now that I think about it. We got some stuff. First thing I guess we can talk about is the update here on YouTube. So the big update is basically for the live stream thing here now. In all the past live streams, I don't know if this bugs you guys like it bugs me, but after the live stream ends, when you go back and watch the live stream, it just looks like me sitting here talking to my phone, and you can't actually see any of the comments, and it drives me nuts. And I was looking up different ways I could go about doing it, but I never implemented anything. And finally, today, I see that there is a update on YouTube. So now all these comments will be there. They'll be played back. Oh, it's still going. Oh, no. I must have pushed something because all the comments stopped, and there's a whole bunch of them. But anyways, it will be updated now. So now when you watch the video back, you'll see all your comments played back on the video. So leave good comments. Don't leave anything stupid because I got the thing turned on. It'll pull you off the videos. I don't want that to happen to people. So, you know, obviously, mind your P's and Q's, but say cool stuff, man. Let the world know where you're from. Let the world know, you know, what you're doing, man. I just think that's really cool. It's like we're recording our interaction for the future. It's just kind of, I don't know. To me, it's a big deal, I guess. I'm going to keep reading some of these real quick. Ohio's in the building. Europe's in the building. San Jose, California's in the building. Houston, Texas in the building. Salem, Oregon. We got Oregon boy. Well, I don't know if you're a boy. I'm assuming you're a boy. Most of my audience is guys. Vancouver Island in the building. East Sound, Washington. Santa Fe, New Mexico. England. Oh, my God, man. You guys are... New Jersey. What's up, Kingston RC? I see you, bro. Man, Axial RC forever. You know what's up. Or am I going to get a Traxxas TRX4? I really don't have a desire to get one. I'm not going to hate on them or anything because I know how folks get like that. If I say I don't like something, then they think, you know, some people take it personal. But I'm an Axial guy. I love my Axial stuff. Doesn't mean I won't own other things. You can see behind me I've got a Tamiya and an RC four-wheel drive and some other stuff over there, you know. So I have other things. But I prefer my Axials. And the thing with the Traxxas is if I ever do get one, it's just going to be for testing purposes. I just want to test them out. I want to see how it holds up to what I do. And that's really it. I don't really have a desire to own one for my personal collection or anything like that. So that's just to answer that question. Chi-Town's in the house. Wisconsin. Halifax, Nova Scotia, man, Utah, dude, Australia. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep reading all these. Did I get to the bottom yet? Okay, I did. RC Voodoo, Kingston RC. All right, I see that. Working on my Jeep JK, getting ready to do a snowy crawl tomorrow with the boys. That's what I'm talking about. Holland's in the building. Spain's, man, I love this, dude. All right, so friend's been beating the hell out of the TRX, holding well. Servo, of course, has issues. Yeah, every RC is going to have some issues out of the box. That's fine. I've seen, positives and negatives so far with the TRX4 from just watching my other friends and stuff. A downfall for some of them that have built, some real heavy rigs has been like the locking differentials, I guess. Some other things, I guess whatchamacallits on the axles. I'm having a brain fart right now, but I'm talking about the gear reduction units on the end of the axles. You guys can put it in the comments. I know you'll correct me. But anyways, I heard those have some issues if you bind them up too hard. But, that's just hearsay. Like I said, if I owned one, it would be for testing purposes, just so I could go through all that and test it for myself. But personally, I get everything done that I need to with an SEX10, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it sort of scenario. So that's why. What'd that just say? I've only had RC four-wheel drive. I need to get an Axial, see what the hype is about. Basically, the difference between an RC four-wheel drive and an Axial is everything. RC four-wheel drive is like a out-of-the-box scale truck. You buy it, and it's a scale truck pre-built, and they do a good job of it. I'm a big fan of RC four-wheel drive as well. They're cool people. Like I said, I have rigs behind me. They've sent me stuff in the past. They're cool people. So, and I've bought a lot of RC four-wheel drive stuff. But the difference is Axial is like it's like a good base platform that you can build into anything, and the aftermarket is like that of a Honda Civic or a Ford truck or something. It's just endless aftermarket, right? So you can make them bulletproof, you can make them extremely scaled, but it's more of a builder's thing, like if you're into building, like doing models, things like that, then you're probably going to like them as a platform to build from, because you can strip them down to the chassis and build up from there, and it's really fun. Whereas RC four-wheel drive is great right out of the box, but they're kind of already built for you. All the work's done. They come with the fully detailed hard bodies, and and they come with the scale axles, and they come with the. And to me, that kind of takes some of the fun out of it. I like to have them, but at the same time, I also like to build them. So that's why, And I'm not saying you can't take an RC four-wheel drive and build that up either, because I've done that too. So, but that's just my opinion on it. Everyone's going to have a different opinion. So. I missed some more of those. What about the bomber I have? It's still sitting in the box. I have 2 kits sitting right here. I'm trying to get a day planned out to do a build day. And I don't know if I'll be able to build them both, obviously, in a day. But maybe I can knock one out in one day and one out in the following day and do kind of like a building marathon. Maybe take a few days and do it. But I've got an SEX10 2 kit and a bomber kit that both need built. And I'm itching to do it. I've been watching bomber videos. And they look so fun, man. That's why I took my Grape Ape out recently, was because of that. It's just been, I don't know, it's killing me just staring at it in a box. I hate that. What's up, Kansas City? What's up, Northern Michigan? RC four-wheel drive Blazer. I got one there, so sick looking. I actually have plans for an RC four-wheel drive Blazer. I want to get 3 RC four-wheel drive Blazer bodies, and I have something I want to build. I'm itching to build it. It's going to be on an Axial platform, but it's going to be the RC four-wheel drive bodies, and I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to do it. And that's all I'm going to say. I can't say any more about it yet. Got to keep it quiet. Put a body on a RR10 Chevy Proline that looks great, awesome. I have a bomber. I showed you pics on Facebook. That's awesome. What did it say? What power KV Holmes motor would you go with in the bomber? Honestly, in the bomber, I'm probably going to go, because I'll leave the factory transmission. I'm probably going to go high KV, so like the 40-something hundred KV Puller Pro. I might go for the XL. I might put an XL in there. I'm not sure. But the reason I want to go high is because I want to gear it down. I want to go for a really low geared ring and pinion. And the reason is I'm not really planning on crawling it. I am planning on bashing it. It's going to be like a rock racer in every essence of the word. So I want it to be just capable of slowing down and rock crawling, but I want it to be a high KV, Mainly just because I want it to be a basher. I need a basher. I need something I can bash on, and I feel like that's the one. I want one fast buggy, and I want one fast trophy truck, and then everything else I have is pretty much going to be scaled out. So that's really why, and I kind of want to see how, if I can make a high KV motor crawl decently without any overheating issues. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine, but I also feel like, I don't know, just testing things. That's really what it's all about for me. Exactly. Gear down, volt up. You know the motto. That's what it's really about. There's some other things I want to go over too. I'm getting sidetracked reading all these. You guys are killing me with all these. I can't wait to see the Jeep finish. Going to be dope. Awesome. Just got my first RC four-wheel drive. Wanted to try one. You will enjoy it, Bill. I promise you. You will enjoy it. They're great. Just make sure you shim the axles right, and that's really it. They're great rigs. I had a TF2 that held up for years and years and years before I passed it off to a friend. I gave it to a buddy that always helps me out, and I'm just curious to see what he's going to turn it into next. So let's see. What was it I wanted to talk to you guys about? I have some big updates, actually. I have something pretty big I want to talk to you guys about, too. It's a little bit, it might, I don't know if it'll upset some people, but it's definitely something that I'm going to have to address here. So figure why not do it on a live stream, and then you guys can give me some feedback about it, too, while we're sitting here. So it's not just me talking to myself or talking to the camera, right? I am going to be... it's basically already done. I left Asia Tees. I am no longer going to be supporting Asia Tees. And I'm not going to turn this into a big rant, but I'm definitely not going to be supporting Asia Tees anymore. And just to keep it very simply put, they made some decisions that I am not in support of, and they did some things that I see as kind of, I don't know, as a business, I just can't stand behind what they're doing. And so, yeah, I'm pulling out, man. I decided to pull out. I will no longer be supporting Asia Tees. And I have to come out and say that to you guys because I have spent 5+ years telling you guys to buy things from Asia Tees. And I still have a bunch of stuff on my parts wall from Asia Tees. I've still got trucks full of parts from Asia Tees, and that's okay. That's fine. I still stand behind everything that I said as far as the products go. They're not that bad. There are some things that need to be addressed. Some quality issues on some things, but like I said to the majority of people that ask me, buying the Boom Racing parts and stuff like that, buying the Team Raffi parts, buying the like the gear reduction units. I guess those are Team Raffi. What else did I buy? There's getting the hard bodies, things like that. It's kind of hard to go wrong with those. Getting a lot of the wheels from Boom Racing, like you can get the really heavy wheels. I have the axles, they're from Boom Racing that are really heavy. You can also get a lot of that stuff from other places too, and so it's not really, to me, it has nothing to do with the parts or anything. That's not why I'm pulling out. Really, I'm just pulling out because, well, for the last almost a year now, and they haven't given me any support at all, and then they revamped their sponsorship program, and I'm not a fan of it at all. So I'm pulling out. That's really all there is to it. I'm pulling out. It's a business decision. It has nothing to do with their parts. If you guys are running their parts and stuff, don't think I'm going to hate on you for running their parts. Don't think that I'm going to think any less of you for running their stuff. You guys are still family to me. It has no correlation. It's just simply a business decision. Yeah, I'm looking to move my channel forward, and that was a situation that was holding me back, so we're going to continue moving forward, and I hope you guys will understand my decision to do that. And in doing so, there's also going to be some changes around here. I'm extremely upset about it. I'm not going to lie. I'm very upset about it, and I feel like going off, but I'm not going to. We're going to take the high road here. What I am going to be doing, though, is I'm going to be pulling their logos off my stuff, which means revamping my intros and things like that. So I'm going to take the opportunity to kind of freshen up the channel and make it look better around here and make things feel a little bit more modern, because we've kind of been riding that same train for a while now. I think it's time that we up the ante a little bit. So yeah, that's also going to allow me to put a lot more focus on my other sponsors, because I feel like I've been spread kind of thin, so it's a good thing. In the end, it's going to be a good thing. It's going to be better for me. I think it'll be better for them too. They've got some issues they need to work out with their business. And yeah, so let's move on. Let's move on. I just had to get that off my chest. It's been driving me nuts. So I've been battling it behind the scenes for months now, literally months. I've received one box from them in the last year. So I provided a lot of promotion and received nothing in return. And so therefore, we're going to find a way to make this a positive. All right. And so I just wanted to clear the air on that. I hate doing that stuff, but I had to clear the air on it. And I wanted you guys to realize that if you have bought parts from them, that's okay. I'm not going to hold anything against you. So love you guys. All still, no matter what, doesn't matter what RC parts you run. All right. Just want to clear the air. And that's something that I think is a big issue in our community as a whole, and it's because of things like this. A lot of people don't want to address the elephant in the room, you know, and that's that people like to judge people for their toys, which is really stupid. And I don't care what parts anyone runs. If you support me and my sponsors, that's great, and if you don't, then that's okay too. It's fine. For me, it's just, you know, I'm trying to find ways to grow this whole community, and all ships rise with the tide, so that's my whole goal. And you know, we don't, you know, it's whatever. Everyone's going to have their own opinion. But the point is, let's keep moving forward. Let's just keep moving forward. That's it. I want to keep everybody happy. So, if you see people out there and they're running things you don't like, try to make a conscious effort to not talk smack. Let's do that, all right? If you see people out there and their rig looks a little corny or something, it's okay. We don't have to pick on them. You don't have to poke at them. That's okay. It's all right, you know. And if you don't want to give them advice or tips or what, that's okay. You don't have to do that either. Just, you know, we got to learn when to pick our battles, all right? And I am guilty of that myself. I've picked a lot of battles in the past just because things get under my skin and I want to win, you know. And so it's not always necessary to go to war, you know. A lot of times you just got to pick your battles. And so when you see people out there, let's learn to encourage people. I preach it all the time, and this is a chance for me to kind of put my own words to use here and kind of practice what I preach. And yeah, it's okay. If you support them, it's okay. Keep supporting them. There's nothing against them there. So, all right. Next thing I want to talk about, there's something else I want to talk about. Oh, Scale Wars comes out tomorrow. First thing in the morning. Actually working on that too as we speak. So Scale Wars will be going again. I'm still working on a deal with a huge sponsor right now. Somebody that's been standing on me for a while, and I really hope it goes through, because if it does, there's going to be a really epic new series hitting this channel. But it's all dependent on that. So fingers crossed on that. Still working that behind the scenes. And that's what I want to tell you guys. Stickers. There's still a couple of you guys out there that have not gotten your stickers. I have not forgotten about you. I've seen your messages. I've responded to, I'm pretty sure, 99.9% of everybody. I try to get everyone I can. I even had one of them, I'm not going to show it the guy's address or anything, but, you know, you see the yellow one there, had a few of them get sent back to me, because I just write down the addresses you guys give me, and some of you guys wrote down the wrong addresses or incomplete addresses. So I did have some come back to me, but all of those are going back out, hopefully starting on Tuesday. I went in today. I finally got all the sticker thing worked out, and we've got fresh stickers are being printed as we speak. So, well, probably not now. Everybody probably went home to go to bed. But they print also on Saturday, and then I can pick them up hopefully on Monday if everything goes good. But sometimes they have hiccups, so I'm going to say Tuesday. They told me Tuesday guaranteed, but they're shooting for Monday. So once I get those, it's right back to doing post office stuff, shipping out stickers. And if you guys need stickers, let me know. I will get you set up, and we'll get it all worked out a little bit better this round too, because the last round was a little rough, man. I've never sold merchandise before like that, and whoo, that was hectic. First off, I underestimated how much you guys were going to support the movement here. Like, I didn't think you guys would want stickers that bad. I was wrong. You guys ordered like all the stickers in no time, and I couldn't keep up. And then I had to try to keep track, and I've never done that before, so I didn't know how to use PayPal right, and I just messed a bunch of stuff up. But I got it all worked out. I'm pretty sure I got everybody squared away. And to those of you, if you're watching, if there's anyone watching that never got their stickers and hasn't reached out to me, or I haven't talked to you about it, let me know. Let me know so we can get a hand. Other than that, I think everything's looking good, man. I think we're doing good. I got the shop all cleaned up. We're back in business. things are looking up. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I think that was all the updates I wanted to talk to you guys about. So if you got questions, hit me with the questions now. I'll try to answer as many as I can before I get out of here, because I know my wife's cooking dinner right now, and I'm so hungry. Let me read some of these. Isaac, you were more than welcome to, man. You know exactly where I'm at, and I've invited you before. You're more than welcome to stop through. I actually have some things I'd like to talk to you about anyways. I'm not sure if you're interested, but as far as local group stuff goes, we can talk about it. Yeah. And I seen what you've been doing too. I watched your plow video with the RC 4-wheel drive Blazer. That was actually pretty sick. If you guys are into the plowing and the scale trucks and stuff like that, go check out Isaac Greening's channel. He has, he's quite the builder, man, and he's not in it trying to show off or anything or get a bunch of numbers or stuff like that. He doesn't do it for business like I do. He's just one of the buddies, man, and he makes some videos. I'll give him a shout out. He lives here locally, and he's got quite the little collection going on. So I've seen him personally, and I'm sure it's grown since the last time I saw it. Oh yeah, hit El Rodeo. Going to Ridgeview Park tomorrow. Love you too, bro. Love you too. I got a sticker sheet here for you still. I saved one just in case you want to come through, or maybe I'll hit you up this weekend or something. If you're still in the same spot. And what's it say? That sucks. After all this shameless plug, show after show, do you keep moving forward? Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. And he says, yes, I want stickers. All right, my man. It's all right. Sponsors come and go. That's okay. And I stay true to my word as much as I can. Not everybody I vouch for is going to wind up, meeting everyone's expectation. But that's okay, man. It's all love. So it's just toys. And it's just by sheer luck that I managed to get to where I am, and managed to turn this into an actual business. It's not something I ever expected anyways, and the only thing is, once you decide you're going to turn it into a business, then you have to actually commit to being a business, and, businesses don't make money for doing things free. So it's it's one of those things. It's a fine line that I have chosen to walk, and I've caught in some backlash for it just based off the fact that for some reason in our industry people don't think that people that are involved with toys should make money, and the hobby shops can all attest to that. Everybody can attest to it. When it comes to toys, it's just all about the fun, and nobody ever wants to pay money, whether it's for services or products or whatever. Everybody wants to try to find that discount, that easy way in, and that's because we all want to play for cheap, and I get it, because most of us are on a budget, and it's rough, you know what I mean? Whoa, what do we got? We got a super chat in the building. Kirsty, thank you. I've been working on this, man, and I can't cut it because my son will freak out and think I'm a monster. Oh, I forgot about super chat. That is awesome, man. And by the way, speaking of super chat, on the last one, you guys' super chat blew up. That broke records for me. I've never, ever seen that much money from actual YouTube. That all got combined with my AdSense check, and phenomenal. That was the most incredible thing I ever saw. Thank you guys very much. There's no need to do that again. I'm not trying to entice it, but I did want to say thank you for you. The support was phenomenal. I damn near started crying on the stream. I had to get the hell off of here. But what was I saying? I was just talking about something, and you guys have got me all sidetracked. I wasn't expecting to see that. Anyways, I don't know. Things are looking pretty good around here. And, shirts. Shirts are still available. The thing with the shirts is they're through Teespring, and that's fine. It's a great service, and I love that. But I really want to get to a point where I can do them in-house. So that's what I was going to get at. If you guys, and I don't want to plug my Patreon a bunch, but I'm going to talk about it just real briefly. And then I know those of you that don't want to hear about Patreon, you won't have to hear about it. But Isaac, you're a beast, bro. You have to do that, man. This is cool. Killing me, bro. All right, so that'll go towards your stickers or something. Basically, Patreon has been popping lately for me. It's really cool. I've got a lot of really supportive people in there, and basically, I'm going to start adding new services to my Patreon, and the only reason I'm bringing it up right now is because I know that a lot of you watching this right now actually make videos yourselves, okay? So RC videos or whatever it may be. It could be anything out there, but I may have some advice that could help. And so what I'm doing, and I got inspired because of my recent events with ATTIBUTION and all that, I got inspired to kind of give a course. I haven't put it together yet, so I don't know if I'm going to do a pre-recorded course, like a series that you guys can have access to, or if I'm going to do it all in live streams where you guys can ask me things live and we can talk about it. But one way or another, I'm going to come up with a course and I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to offer it to like the Trail Buddy tier, I guess, and probably the Trail Buddy tier because that's the most popular tier. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer support and just advice and tips and tricks. And I'm not the best by any means, obviously, but I've learned a lot, and you can learn about it there. And so I want to be able to help those of you that have an interest in it anyways, right? And do it in a way that you're comfortable, with. So yeah, and I did a little poll on there earlier. I guess it was earlier this week, probably yesterday actually. And everybody's very interested in it. And once I saw the response to that, I figured, okay, well, I better announce it on here. I'm gonna let you guys know. And yeah, hey, you have a good night, man. I can only imagine what time it is in Spain right now. It's late here, so I don't know what time it is. But later, brother. Thank you for coming through. Have I seen the new RC 4-wheel drive Terrain? And if so, what do you think? I have not. I have not seen the new RC 4-wheel drive Terrain. What is the RC 4-wheel drive Terrain? Is that the Dakar truck? Is that what you're talking about? I might have seen it. I've seen a lot of them. So have a good one, Matthew. I appreciate you coming through. Everything's working out fine, brother. We're doing great around here. It's because of you guys that things are going good. So as long as you guys are around here watching these videos, things will be just fine. That's all that matters. So it's cool Lexian body. I have not seen it. I'm going to have to check it out. Fordish style body. Okay, well, I'll do a little Googling after this and I'll check it out. Thank you for the heads up on that. I've been kind of browsing around a little bit more lately on websites. I kind of went through a blank spot where I was almost burnt out, and I couldn't quite. Oh, we got another one. Jeremy, my man. Family enjoyed your video this morning. Yes. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, yeah, if you guys haven't seen the video, go check out the most recent one. It was just me and the wife and the son. We went on a little trail hike, and I tried to make it fun, so we're kind of goofing off with the camera. You guys, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Thank you, though, man. You guys are crazy. I love hanging out with you guys. New RC 4-wheel drive Terrain is a bit lackluster, old stuff rehashed, he says. See, I'll have to check it out. I don't even know what it is. So, uses the Killer Crawler 2 body. Okay, basically like a linked Galande. Okay, I see. Well, the Galande is linked, isn't it? I thought it is. And I got a hoodie to rep on the East Coast. Yeah, rep them hoodies. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying about the hoodies. I'm all over the place tonight. Basically, I want to get the hoodie stuff in-house. So once Patreon hits a certain point, I'm going to start bringing all of my t-shirt making stuff in-house too. We're going to try to get like a little warehouse thing going and stuff. So basically, all the money in Patreon is going towards this channel. So when you go to Patreon and you sign up for that and you're putting money down or whatever, don't touch the babies. All that money's going into the channel, so all it's doing is it's gonna up your entertainment, and you get early releases on certain videos over there. I'm posting pictures over there. I'm gonna be posting a lot more actually. I'm giving advice over there. It's just like another hangout, It's kind of like it's like a secret clubhouse sort of thing, And yeah, you just got to pay your monthly dues to kick it with everybody and learn what we're talking about. So that's really all it is. It's kind of what I've got it set up as right now, and it's going to evolve every month. We're doing something kind of different. So he says I need to live. You need to live. Yeah, I know it exactly, man. I know. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I do need to live. So have a good one, Simpson. Steve, how do I get to your pay channel? So it's on Patreon. It's basically just go to www.patreon.com/ESP, and it'll take you right to it. And you've got a bunch of different tiers you can sign up for. And just don't be surprised because things are kind of changing right now. If you sign up, usually the most popular one is the $10 one, which is the Trail Buddy thing. And people tend to like that. That seems to be where most of the value is. The $1 one gets you access to stuff, but not everything. And then you can be crazy if you want and go above that, but no one's trying to get you to do that. I've got a couple of guys on there that are pretty crazy. So, anyways, we've been on here almost a half hour, man. You guys got any more questions for me? Hit me with them questions real quick. I don't want to just talk about Patreon stuff. I hate that. Let's talk about RC stuff. Let's talk scale stuff. Will the SEX-10-2 transmission fit the older SEX-10? Depends on which transmission you're talking about. If you're talking about the newer style one, like the newer designed one, or are you talking about the well, here, let's just look. Are you talking about like the one that comes in the Trail Honcho? Right? Like that one? Are you talking about like the bomber style one, you know, like the I don't have one right now on me, I guess. But like the one that comes in the kit, the SEX-10-2 kit. Because I don't know about the SEX-10-2 kit one that much. I'm going to build it this time with this kit. But yeah, I've made the other ones work. But what you can do is you can just swap out the skid plate. Because when you buy an SEX-10-2, sorry I'm all over, I'm trying to set this up. When you buy an SEX-10-2, you can you get both skid plates, so you can just swap the skid plates if you want to use it in an old one or whatever. So, yeah. See, Isaac's talking about right there. Needs a skid for the new kit one, and that's really it. And you get that kit in the extra parts. So, I mean, it's definitely worth it. You could probably pick one up too off of somebody that's bought an SEX-10. Just ask around. You know, I'm sure somebody's got an extra one in their parts bag laying around. A place to buy reduction trannies now. I'm working on that actually, Mike. And you know what? Something I've been thinking about, and this is just a random thought, but I kind of want to create my own setup. I don't know. I have the ESP anti-spur kit going now, and we're getting closer to releasing it. I got the final prototype from Scale by Chris the other day. You guys, if you're not familiar with him, definitely check him out. Tell him I sent you. Chris has been a big help lately, and just a big shout out to him. SBC makes some cool parts, man. So you guys know me. I'm always critical of the 3D printed parts. I give credit where it's due, and so far, I haven't tried everybody's, but the ones I have tried, I'm a big fan of Night Customs. I'm a big fan of SBC, so definitely shout those guys out. I'm working on, I don't know if it's even a possibility, but I kind of want to make a case, an all-in-one case that attaches to my ESP anti-spur kit that kind of replicates a real transmission, but also connects to an axial transmission or transfer case. So I got ideas brewing around right now. Obviously, these things take time, and in short, I don't really know where else to get it. You could probably check out, maybe, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I always rep my sponsors, so, CKRC and A-Main, TGN Distributing, those are the three places that really stand behind me, and I would check them out, but that doesn't guarantee they're going to have them because I don't know right now. I've been ordering those Team Raffi ones for a while, and I'm really bummed out on that whole scenario, but it's okay. Everything happens for a reason. So, and this will just open up the door for somebody else to meet that demand for us too. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Did you ever think you would be worldwide? Man, no, I didn't even think I would ever be doing this. I had no clue. You want to know what I thought I'd be doing? I'd be selling drugs, man. I was a bad kid, so I thought I'd be selling drugs until I probably got caught and put in jail forever, or until, I got killed or something. And I didn't have a positive outlook on life at all. So this stuff is like a pipe dream, like playing with RC cars and stuff, and like having fans around the world that are like friendly, like they're not like brutal. We're all like friends. Like I never in a million years dreamt that would be possible. What I wanted to do, as a kid, like my dreams was I always wanted to be a race car driver. I always wanted to be a rapper. Yeah, those are the two things that I was really into. I love to drive, and I love to rap. I don't know. I don't rap anymore. I mean, I do like for fun, but I don't rap. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna go drop some bars and impress nobody, but it's just an outlet for me. And those are the two things I always wanted to do, and I hope that maybe those two things would take me around the world, so I can meet different cultures and see different places. But RC cars, YouTube videos, like, oh no, dude, I never even thought that was a thing. Like, but it's happened, here we are. You saw the people that popped in here tonight and just as soon as they popped in, all the comments were naming off places where their people are from. I mean, that's just overwhelming. That's crazy. So, yeah, it's a humbling experience. It is a very humbling experience. And over the years, I've learned how to get a little better at dealing with it, I think. Because you have to stay humble, right? But at the same time, you have to realize it's actually happening. Like, that's really happening. So, it's a really weird thing to process. Like my first time having it kick in was when I went to Axial Fest for the first time, and I was like all shy. And I'm walking around, and like I didn't think anybody knew who I was at all. And next thing you know, I'm signing autographs and stuff, and people taking pictures with me, and I was all shaking, and like I was so scared. It was crazy. So that was the first time I realized like there's real potential here. Like this is crazy, man. So you never know, man. You just got to follow your dreams. If you get the feeling that you should do something, and you're doubting yourself, like there's no way it could happen, how do you know? Like, how do you know it can't happen? You just got to do it. You just got to do it. You never know where you're going to be 48 hours from now. You could be in another part of the world, saving somebody's life, or, down the street, like doing something. Who knows? I mean, you just never know. You just never know what life has in store for you. So, you kind of got to get used to stepping outside your comfort zone, breaking that bubble and doing things that you're not quite sure you can do. You just never know. So, what is this? Utah's in the building. What is this? Working at Mount Bachelor. Who's this? Working at Mount Bachelor Lumber Resort is about all that was serious jobs when I lived in Oregon. Terry Quest. Yeah, I remember you were commenting earlier on a video that you're from Oregon. Yeah. That's hard to find I mean, there's some good jobs in Oregon, but you know what I don't know if I'm giving advice on life right now. It's not like I'm the best person to do it, but one thing I have learned about, business and life is that you gotta decide at some point, are you gonna be okay being a part of somebody else's dream? And is that okay with you, or do you want to be your own dream, and sounds all great to be your own dream, but it's a hard road, and it's the reason why there's not that many people that are whatever famous or successful or rich, right? Like the rich people in the world, like they're the few, and so there's a reason for that type of stuff, and everyone's got their opinions on it. But I think a big part of why so few people do what they dream about doing is because I just feel like so few people actually try, So you got to try. You just got to step out and try to do it, and just see where you end up. And what you might end up doing might rearrange your dreams. It might change what you thought you were supposed to do. Might just be half of what you wind up being capable of doing. So it's really interesting. I don't know. I'm babbling, but my son's doing great, Steve. He is a little booger, man. I've been calling him the Boogie Man, little T Boogie. He's dancing all the time. Plus, he always has a booger in his nose. I don't know what that's about. Construction jobs. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of jobs out right now, especially in Oregon, but it's just, like my thing is, some people will do better at a job than other people. I didn't do that good working for other folks. I either got overly passionate about the business and was not able to work myself up as far as I'd want to go, or I would lose interest in the business and just wasn't the best employee. So I'm willing to admit it. I know when I was not the best. There's times where I thought it was more important to sit and write raps on the job than to do the job. I was a punk in my 20s, man. I wasn't a punk, but I definitely wasn't a helpful part of the society. Yeah, I got a lot of gray popping. Man, why you gotta point out the gray in the beard, bro? Yeah, do what makes you happy. Why so many unhappy people today? Don't try to pursue what makes them happy. It's true. A lot of people don't pursue what makes them happy, and I always encourage people to, but I always encourage them to do so with the reality, the understanding that the reality of pursuing your dreams is not going to be easy. The percentage of people that get an easy pass into successfully accomplishing their dreams is the smallest percentage. I mean, it's the hardest road. It is the hardest road. You will run into challenges that you never expected, and it'll challenge even your very concept of enjoying your dream. Like, you'll ask yourself at some point in time, is this actually worth it? Like, is this something I want to do, or should I just go back to working a 9 to 5? I mean, this is really, it's hard. It's hard. And I'm not just talking about YouTube. It could be anything under the sun, whatever you want to be. You just got to know that to be successful at it, you're going to have to lose some sleep. Yeah, for sure. Collection video. I actually have been working on a collection video. I'm not editing it yet or anything, but planning it out. It takes a long time. I got 10 years and I want to do a 10-year video, and just what I got in mind, it's going to take a while. And I'm still working on the Axial Fest video, which I've been kind of toying around with forever, teasing about, but I think it's finally time to get that out. So I'm trying to find time now to just finish the thing off. So I don't know. Maybe this weekend I'll get to sit down and do it. I'm itching, man. It's a thing. It's a vibe. I just got to be feeling it. And I'm feeling it right now. And now that I'm feeling it, I don't have the time right like today. But just, yeah, order that long sleeve. That's what I'm talking about. Get that merch, man. You guys get that merch, man. It's a good win-win right there. I like the merchandise. I have a back problem. Been out of work for 3.5 months now. If I wasn't, I never would have seen your show. Whoop. And gotten back into the hobby. Thank you. Hey, you're welcome, Michael. I appreciate you, just taking the time to watch what I'm doing here. The fact that you guys are still here, we've been here for 40 minutes. You guys are still hanging out with me. I'm sitting here talking to you guys for 40. I thought this would be like 15 minutes. That's what happens, though. You just never know. You got to just do things, man, and just see where you end up. Tough to start, but got to stick with your dreams. Exactly. Gotta stick it out. All right, here's a little thing. You guys want to do something interesting, not to get you to watch more of my videos or anything, but you want to do something interesting. I had a guy leave a comment the other day on a video, so I look like a 70s porn star, which is true. It was pretty funny. But go back and look at some of my old videos. There's, like, in my really old videos, there's videos of me, like, the first time I ever get on camera, and I'm like, this is my hair is, like, all short and, like, curly, and, like, I got, like, the Jerry curl going, and I'm like, what did I even say? I don't even remember what I said, but I'm like, I'm probably not going to be on camera much. You're not going to see my face all on the camera, all this stuff. And, like, it was just funny to see. And then look at now. And then, or you look at the one where I shout out medic or whatever and say I'm going to go full time. Because that was the day I decided I'm going full time. And it wasn't until about 2.5 years later that I actually started getting real, like a real check that was able to pay the rent. It was not fun for a while. It still isn't fun sometimes because, I get sidetracked and you start thinking about the business and that will bring you down and you forget about the hobby is there to bring you up. So you got to find the balance. It's always a balance. And I actually tell a lot of people, not to get into a hobby as a business because it could ruin your hobby, So it's just a lot. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff to think about. But I definitely want to help some people out that are already in it and committed and are wanting to learn how to avoid being taken advantage of and stuff. So, man, I got to get off here. You guys kill me. What are we talking about? Did I just freeze up? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. All right. I was trying to load comments and it froze. Want to see a Scale Wars on more 1/6 scale new bright axial rigs. I do too. We need more entered though. I don't have enough entered to that. Almost everybody enters SEX 10s. I want to see a lot more of everything. I just want to see some random stuff. So if you guys know people with axial trucks, sit them down, man. Submit their builds. If they don't want to do it, help them do it. Sit them down on your computer. Do whatever you got to do. Just get them submitted. It's not that we're lacking on entries. We've got a bunch of entries, but the majority of them are SEX 10s, and I like to get stuff to mix it up between the SEX 10s. Just because I feel like there's so much more that can be done with builds out there. These Yeti builds and bomber builds. I mean, I see them all over Instagram, all over Facebook. Let's get them on the show, you guys. Call out to your friends, your groups, everybody you crawl with. Get them on there, And it's just, I think it would be good as a whole to see more than just SEX 10s. I really want to see what else you guys are building on the show. So there's a lot of people that can benefit from it. And like me, when I started getting into this, that was all I did was watch videos looking for ideas. Not to copy, but just to inspire me. I just needed inspiration. And every time I see somebody else's build, and it just stands out, like a nice suspension setup or just the fitment's right on something or the proportions are good, and I was like, ooh, I don't know, something that'll just trigger something in me. And then I got to grab my truck and wrench on it and do some work and get to it, There's always that next level. It's just always that next level, right? What is this? Yeah, it'd be cool if Axial made a 16 scale SCX10. I would totally dig that. RC Excitement Place is sick. Indoor and outdoor crawler courses. That does sound sick. What's up, Short Bus? How you doing, man? Had trouble submitting. Not sure why. Submit button would not function. Pics maybe. I've had a handful of people say that. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna do another test run. Every time I do a test run, it works just fine for me, and every time I have other people do test runs, it works just fine. So I'll do another test run, see what happens, and I'm gonna update the website anyways. It hasn't really been updated in a while, so I think we're gonna refresh some stuff on there. So keep an eye on the website. You guys might see some changes on how things happen there. So especially the Scale Wars stuff, I might change just the whole layout there. I mean, just the list of entries alone, all the scores is pretty crazy. So yeah, try it again. And another thing too is when it does tell you, it's not like a big refresh or anything. It's just a small little thing that says thanks for submitting your build. If I remember it, that's what it says, and that's it. And it's not like a big eye catcher, so you really got to look for it, you know. But chances are, if you hit submit and you wait for like just a minute or two, it goes through. You know, it just depends on internet connection, if it's a cell phone or desktop, whatever. But I don't know. Try again. Let me know what happens, bro. What's the best stock 1/6 scale crawler? Should I start with budget and 300? If you're trying to get into crawling and your budget's 300, I wouldn't go for anything 1/6 scale because for a few reasons. There's not that many of them other than like the Red Cat type stuff for the most part, or higher in like expensive things like the Yeti XL, which is fast. It's more of a basher. So instead of going 6 scale, I highly recommend sticking with something that's more common, like the 10th scale, and then to get something that has a lot of aftermarket support, because then the more aftermarket support there is, the more the competition is there driving the price down for us, the consumer. So that's why, yeah, that's really what I would recommend. Just get something that's obviously I'd say get an SEX10, but you can get whatever you want. But I would get an SEX10 or I would get something 1/10 scale that is common that you can easily find parts for, because whatever you get, you're going to break it at first several times. Especially if you're just getting into the crawler stuff, you're going to wind up breaking it more than you expect to at first. Most of the time, some people don't, but. Or you can do like what Dave there was talking about. You can custom build it. You know, you can get a set of axles and just kind of just start your own creation. You know, just start building, get links, frame rails, everything you need, and just start building. It's really up to you. But as a new guy, anytime someone's new coming into the hobby, I always recommend that they start with something that is going to be reliable, that's going to provide the experience, right? And then something that's going to have a platform that they can build on. So like I used to say to everybody, it's all about the experience. The product really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the brand is, the product, or any of that stuff. Really, at the end of the day, it's all about the experience that the product brings. So when I worked at the hobby shop, I'd sell people on the experience. And if I go out and I buy something and I save $200-300 buying it, right? And I buy it cheaper. That may be good if the products are there, the aftermarket support, so that I can build it up and make sure it's reliable. If it's not, then I may have just only bought a cheap RC that's going to get me a few runs and then break, and then I may not be able to find the support for it that I'm looking for. I had to deal with that a lot back when, not to bash any companies, but the truth is, this is my experience. I had to deal with that a lot back in the day with Red Cat. Now, they may have improved a lot since then. This was years ago, but when they first hit the market, I had to deal with a lot of people that would buy the Red Cat knockoff of the SCX10, and they would bring it in, or the Red Cat knockoff of the AX10, and they would bring it in because it looked identical, but the things would break all the time, and people would be pissed. And so what I started having to do is actually swap the parts with Axial parts in order to get more reliability out of them. So it was just something I went through, and in the end, they wound up spending more money for something, and it wound up killing the experience, giving them a bad taste. And when you get a bad taste doing something, it's just never going to be the same. So that's why I feel it's almost like, I guess I can't talk about that on here, it's a little adult, but you know, it's like the first time doing a lot of things, and you want the first time you do almost anything to be enjoyable. All right, so put it that way. You want it to be enjoyable. So you know, the first time you drive, whatever, anything, you want it to be fun. You want it to be a good experience. And if it's not, you're probably not going to want to do it again. You know, and so it's an important, crucial moment, I feel. And anyways, What are we at, man? We're at 50 minutes. We're at 50 minutes. Let's get up out of here. It just final, last, I don't know, 30 seconds or something. You guys let me know. Let me know if you got questions. Send me them questions. Chris, you already know, bro. I didn't know you were in here. What's up? Shout out to SBC. Am I going to be able to go to Axial Fest? That's the plan, man. Every year I plan on Axial Fest. We'll see what happens. See what happens. That's always the plan. And, I barely make it every year. Like, I roll in with a smoking Jeep and load it down and no money in my pocket, and I just bust the camera out and have fun. Hope somebody feeds me. So that's usually how Axial Fest goes. Shout out to everybody that feeds me at Axial Fest, man. Especially Ben. Especially Ben and his wife. You guys already know. If you've been to Axial Fest, you already know the aroma that comes out of Ben's camp. But all right, anyway, was there more questions on there? Bought a used SCX 10 for $100, put about $250 into it. Trial and error with broken parts, but got started with Axial for about $350. My man, I want to just get out on the trail, and I like all the features, although a little gimmicky. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I'm assuming you're talking about the Traxxas. Ain't nothing wrong with that, dude. Do you think? Like I said, a lot of people, you got to start somewhere, right? And with me, I'll buy everything just to have it and compare it all with everything else. And in doing so, I just landed on Axial. And so that's my preference. But that doesn't mean that if you buy something else, I'm going to hate on you or I'm not, whatever. Like, it's just toys, folks. We're just having fun with toys. So anyways, all right. Hope to see Kirby tomorrow at his swap meet. Yeah, man, give him a big hug for me. Him and Amberly, all the kids, give them all a big hug. Say that was from ESP. He loves you guys. He wish he was here to buy up all the cool RCs that he's been hoarding. If you guys don't know, Mike Kirby has the craziest RC hoarding problem in the world. But all right, video froze. I'm out of here. I love you guys. I think we broke the YouTube. How do I shut it off? Let's do Peace, chicken grease, one way or another. Peace.